continue to stay undefeated to open the season as they beat Cal Poly 4-3 on Saturday. But before we get to the action from the Diamond, we'll head out to the hardwood as the Texas A&M Aggies were taking on Tennessee in a top 10 showdown at Reed Arena. It was number 6 versus number 7. The Aggies facing off against one of the best defenses in the nation, but Texas A&M would show their dominance in this one early. Wade Taylor passes this inside to Solomon Washington, who finishes the 2-point play with a dunk. Aggies getting into the action first, and they'd keep that early momentum going on their next play as Henry Coleman steals the ball here, takes it down for Z Phelps to help him finish this one on an alley-oop. The Aggies roll in early, and they'd keep that lead until the final 6 minutes of the first. It's Chaz Lanier who's heating up from deep, just the first of many to come from him as he put up 22 total points in the first half alone. He later went on to have 30 points in the game, which tied a record for the Volunteers. Tennessee up 36-32 at the break. A close game down the stretch, Z Phelps forcing his way into the paint to make this one a 3-point game in the final minutes. 23 seconds in the game, 5 seconds on the shot clock. The Volunteers drop this play. You can guess it, another 3 this time. This one falling by Ziegler. That one put the nail in the coffin on the game as Tennessee gets the win 77-69. And after the game, head coach Buzz Williams says shooting 16% from deep is not going to cut it.
No, I think that they're number one, like we talked about yesterday, defensively, but they're also number one at preventing points in the paint. I was encouraged that we were able to shoot 20 free throws, just to be transparent. I don't think that anything that we saw was something unique on either side of the ball.
This is the Aggies' first back-to-back losses since early January, those losses coming to Alabama and Kentucky. The Aggies will look to rebound when they host Vandy on Wednesday for their next matchup. Now back out to Bluebell Park as the Aggies were taking on Cal Poly in Game 2 of their 3-game homestand. It's a tied game in the top of the 7th until the Mustangs take the lead here. But it's time to get on your feet for the 7th inning stretch. Let's see if we can get going here. George will go ahead and drive in Kent on an RBI double out to the wall to tie things up. Gavin Grahovac slings it out to left, and it's some double trouble action here in the bottom of the 7th as the Aggies jump up to a 4-2 lead. A&M would then enter a weather delay, but don't worry, they'd close this one out with a win 4-3. After the game, head coach Michael Early says even though this wasn't the prettiest game for the Aggies, it's a good thing that they're finding ways to win this early in the season.
I just hate we're putting ourselves in situations where we're having to show that we are gritty, we are resilient, but I think we're putting ourselves in situations where we have to be. But I mean, credit to them. I mean, that starter was really, really good today. His stuff was on.
Well, that's going to do it for sports. Stick around. We'll be right back.